This is R.D. Sharma Solution Class 12, Chapter 19. We are taking Indefinite Integrals Exercise 19.30. Now in this question, there are two things which we are going to use. Both of them we have already seen. So first we'll devise it in the form of a partial fraction. So this 1 divided by x plus 1 whole square. So wherever we have a square or a linear term which has square, we'll have two constants. So one time we have x plus 1 in the denominator. Second time we have x plus 1 whole square in the denominator. So a divided by x plus 1 plus divided by x plus 1 whole square. Second one is a quadratic equation, which is x square plus 1. For that we need cx plus d. That is a linear equation above the quadratic equation x square plus 1. So what do we get from here? Let's take the LCM first. So we have x plus 1 whole square along with this x square plus 1. With a, what will come? We'll get x plus 1 and x square plus 1 along with a. Because x plus 1 whole square is already there, with b we'll get x square plus 1. And with cx plus d, x square plus 1 you can eliminate, or only x plus 1 whole square will come. Now on the left and the right, what do we have? Before cancelling the denominator, let's multiply these two, x plus 1 and x square plus 1. So we have x cube plus x square plus 1. This comes along with a. With b it will be bx square plus 1, and with cx plus d you have to expand this x plus 1 whole square. It will be x square plus 1 square plus 2x. a square plus b square plus 2ab. So now we need to multiply cx plus d with x square plus 1 plus 2x. First take cx, multiply it with x square plus 1 plus 2x. Then take d, multiply it with x square plus 1 plus 2x. So that is what I am doing right now. So finally we have ax cube plus ax square plus a plus bx square plus b plus cx cube plus cx plus 2cx square plus dx square plus d plus 2dx. So we have 1 on the left. This x square plus 1 and x plus 1 whole square will get cancelled. So on the left we will get what? We have 0x cube. There is no x cube on the left. There is no x square on the left. There is no x in the left. Only constant will be there. So now combine these similar term, that is all the term along with x cube. So a plus cx cube first will come. Then we have ax square and then bx square. So a plus b. With x square we have 2c. Then we have d, so x square. Now take the x term. So we have ax, cx and 2dx. So this will become a plus c plus 2d along with an x. Now take the constant a, b and d. So a plus b plus d. Now let's equate. A plus c will be equal to 0. A equals to negative c. A plus b plus 2c plus d. This will become 0. Then we have a plus c plus 2d. This equals to 0. But a plus b plus d will be equal to 1. Now there are 4 variables, 4 equations. I hope you'll be able to solve this. We have already completed in 8th and 9th standard before that also. So a will come as half, b will come again as half, c will be negative 1 by 2 and d will be 0. So in the original equation, let's put it. So it's half divided by x plus 1. Then b divided by x plus 1 whole square. So half divided by x plus 1 whole square. C is negative half. So you can have a negative here. And negative half, it will be cx plus d. So negative half into x plus 0. So minus half x will come in the numerator. And in the denominator, it will be x square plus 1. Now let's integrate. Half you can take outside. Dx divided by x plus 1. Here also half integration of dx divided by x plus 1 whole square. Here negative half and x divided by x dx actually divided by x square plus 1. Now this is quite clear. It will be log or ln, log modulus of x plus 1. This we have already done in the previous question. It is negative 1 by x plus 1. That is dx by x plus 1 whole square is directly negative 1 by x plus 1. You can directly replace it. So negative half is already there. Minus minus become plus. Next one is what? It's negative half x square plus 1. You can write it as t. dt by dx will be equal to 2x. dt by 2 will be dx dx. This will be dt by 2. You can take 2 outside. You have to integrate dt by t because t we have taken as x square plus 1. So log modulus t, half log modulus t. Half is already there. So half into half is 1 by 4. And log, this will be modulus of x square plus 1 plus constant of integration. This is your integration. So basic logic I have told you, but how to write it? Let's see it. So this is how you're going to go about it. You have to write everything like we have, equating coefficients in like terms, putting and equation numbers. All this you have to write. Logic I've already explained to you. 2x divided by x cube minus 1. Now this x cube minus 1, we will just make it so easy. That is, if you just apply a cube minus b cube. A cube minus b cube is simply a minus b into a square plus b square plus ab. So a minus b, I'm just expanding a cube minus b cube. A minus b, a square plus b square plus ab. Now you can take a as x, b as 1. It should be x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. Now this equation becomes like this. It will be 2x divided by x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. We'll take the partial fraction first. So a divided by x minus 1 will come because x minus 1 is a linear equation. For x square plus x plus 1, it will be bx plus c because it is a quadratic equation. Now just cross multiply. A multiplied by x square plus x plus 1. Now multiply bx plus c with x minus 1. In the denominator, x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1 will be multiplied and kept. On the left, it will be 2x divided by x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. We can cancel these two. Call it as equation number 1. Now 2x will be equal to ax square plus ax plus a. I'm multiplying the interior terms. Bx multiplied by x minus 1. So bx square minus bx plus cx minus c. Now combine these similar terms. That is a plus b into x square. Then ax minus bx plus cx. So a minus b plus c. Let me add a c along with x. Then we have a and c. A minus c. Only x term is there on the left. Other terms will become 0. So a plus b will be equal to 0. A equals to negative b from here. And a minus b plus c will be equivalent to 2 on the left. A minus c on the left is 0. So a will be equal to c. So b becomes equal to negative a. C becomes equal to a. Now put it here. So what do we get? Because we replace a by minus b became plus. So 3a equals to 2. A becomes equal to 2 by 3. So C is 2 by 3. B will be negative 2 by 3. And A will also be 2 by 3. We'll put this value here. So we are going to just put these values. A is 2 by 3. We'll integrate like this. B and C will place negative 2 by 3 and 2 by 3 respectively. And since 2 by 3 is already coming, you can just take 2 by 3 outside. Please remember B is in negative. So minus x plus 1 will only come in the second term. I'll just show you how. So the integration has become like this. 2 by 3 integration of dx divided by x minus 1 plus 2 by 3 integration of negative x plus 1 divided by x square plus x plus 1. And if you remember, 2 by 3, negative 2 by 3 and 2 by 3 we have taken from the numerator of the second term and brought it in front of integration. First will become 2 by 3 log modulus of x minus 1. Now we'll integrate this. And you already know how to do this. We have done this in the previous exercises. But in short, I'm going to tell you. So minus x plus 1 will be represented like this. We'll have a constant a. Differentiation of the denominator x square plus x plus 1 and then plus b. So negative x plus 1 here. Now a, differentiate this 2x plus 1 with a b. So minus x plus 1 will be equal to 2ax plus a plus b. So if you equate 2ax equals to negative x, x gets cancelled. A will be equal to negative half. So a plus b equals to 1. A has come as negative half. You can just cancel these two and write it as a equals to, it will be minus half, and b will be equal to what? It will get added to 1. It will be 3 by 2. So a and b is known to us. So 2 by 3 I1. I1 I'm calling this the separate term which we just did. Now I'm writing two separate terms of the second term and I'm multiplying already with 2 by 3. So a into 2x plus 1 into b plus b I'm writing for the negative x plus 1 and replacing a and b respectively by negative half and 3 by 2. This has come from negative x plus 1 and rest things remains the same. Now you have to multiply 2 by 3. So I am doing it separately. This separate and this also separate. 2 by 3 into negative half will be what? Negative 1 by 3. And 2x plus 1 remain in the numerator. And if you see 2x plus 1 is the direct differentiation of x square plus x plus 1. And then 3 by 2 into 2 by 3. So this will get cancelled. Only integration dx divided by x square plus x plus 1 will come. Now these two will be done in a way which you already know. If you take x square plus x plus 1 as t, 2x plus 1 dx will be dt. It will be negative 1 by 3 log modulus of x square plus x plus 1. You already know that. Again, x square plus x plus 1, if you place it as t, differentiation of x square plus x plus 1, which is 2x plus 1, has already been computed just now. So it will be dt by t, and that will be simply log. How about this integration of dx divided by x square plus x plus 1? So the third term we are doing now. First two terms we already got. So denominator we have x square plus x plus 1. The coefficient of x is 1. You can divide it by 2. Square it, add it, subtract it. So a square plus b square plus 2b is x plus half whole square. And 1 and 1 negative 1 by 4. That is going to be 3 by 4. So this will be root 3 by 2 whole square. That's a way of writing this in the order of 2, root 3 by 2 whole square. Now we have a direct result. Dx divided by x square plus a square has a direct result. It is what? 1 by a and tan inverse x by a. X you will take as x plus half and a will be taken as root 3 by 2. So 1 by a tan inverse x by a. 1 by root 3 by 2 tan inverse x plus half divided by root 3 by 2. So this 1 by root 3 by 2 has become 2 by root 3. Tan inverse, this x plus half will become 2x plus 1 by 2. So 2x plus 1 by 2 in the numerator. Root 3 by 2 in the denominator. 2 gets cancelled. You have 2x plus 1 divided by root 3. Now this was your third term. If you remember, the first term was 2 by 3 log modulus of x minus 1. Second also I told you it's negative 1 by 3 log modulus of x square plus x plus 1. And the third term is 2 by root 3 tan inverse 2x plus 1 divided by 2x plus 1 divided by root 3 plus a constant of integration. It's your final answer. Now I divided various parts and showed it to you. Let's see a compiled version. So this is how you are going to write it. From here you are going to start. All the things which I told you is here only. But I told you each part how that will be done. But the composite part is in front of you. Alright. Now dx divided by x square plus 1 and x square plus 4. So there will be a question coming like this. But normally what we'll do? Let's take x square equals to t. Or rather, x square plus 1 is already there. So we'll put ax plus b in the numerator. In x square plus 4, we can take cx plus d and x square plus 4. Now, this is not the correct way. This is not the good way. But you can take x square equals to t. Don't differentiate it. You don't have to differentiate x square and t. Because if you differentiate, there will be a separate x will come. So, it's better just change x square as t. So 1 by t plus 1 and t plus 4 will become a divided by t plus 1 and b divided by t plus 4. So, now take the integration now. So, this a and b can be computed. And you already know how to compute this. You don't have to differentiate. Please remember. Just replace x square by just sub t. Because dt by dx will form 2x and there will be a problem again. Because there is no x in the numerator. In the later stages, wherever it is applicable, replace x square by t. So the same question I told you. So x square now can be taken as t again here. So t divided by t plus 1 and here it will be 3t plus 4. Now you can write it as a divided by t plus 1 and b divided by 3t plus 4. Now just find a and b. You already know about that. We are in 42nd question. And just equate it. And a and b can be integrated easily because a and b are constants. Only you have to integrate the denominator, which is a partial fraction. And finally, x square will be replaced by t in the last way, means t wherever it is x square. Now 3x plus 1 divided by x cube minus x square minus x plus 1. Now this denominator seems to be worrisome, but you will see that we'll change the denominator in a way that will be very easily solvable. So x cube minus x square minus x plus 1, you can take x square common from here. X minus 1 will come. Minus x plus 1. Now take this x minus 1 common from these two. X square minus 1 will come. So you can write it as a square minus b square as a minus b into a plus b. So x minus 1 into x minus 1 into x plus 1. So 3x plus 5 divided by x minus 1 into x minus 1 into x plus 1. Now what you will do normally, we have three linear functions. So we'll write a by x minus 1, b by x minus 1 and c divided by x plus 1. Now this is wrong. This is not a good approach. You have to assume this x minus 1 as x minus 1 whole square. 3x plus 1 5 divided by x minus 1 whole square and x plus 1 will be written, and then finally it will be written as a divided by x minus 1. Then we have b divided by x minus 1 whole square. So this is how you have to write it. And then c divided by x plus 1. This question can be easily disintegrated into partial fraction like this. So this you can do easily, I hope. And if you have any problem, just have a look here and revisit. Now this question is also a very important question, but we'll do it in the later part. And then thank you so much. Have a good one.